Alright, bro. Yo, YouTube, what's up, man? Hey, I'm gonna do something a little different today, man. I get asked this a lot on TikTok and Twitch, and I even get asked it on YouTube sometimes. Man, a lot of people are really new to this game, and they don't really know what the best tips and tricks are. So I figured I'd come out here and give y'all tips and tricks video. I'll try my best to give a tips and tricks video. Tips and tricks, but we can try, man. We can try. I did make a list. I'm gonna give you the top 10 best tips and tricks in Hunter Call of the Wild. We're gonna give you the top 10. So alright, bro, starting from number 1, I'm gonna go from number 1 to 10. So first on the list, man, and I don't know why a lot of people don't say this to newer players, but man, patience. Patience is such a big thing in Hunter Call of the Wild. It takes patience to make money, which, I've got 12.4 million in the game. But, dude, you know how long I've been playing to get 12.4 million in the game? I've got like over 1,600 hours in Hunter Call of the Wild. And on top of that, I'm constantly Great One grinding, and I'm constantly grinding animals that pay a lot of money.
Want to follow them?
Bro, so rude. So rude. But yeah, dude, it takes patience literally for everything in this game, man. Like, honestly. Alright, so level 2. That's how they got the 300 canning, by the way. But yeah, dude, if you don't have patience, man, you're gonna have to, if you want to play this game, you're gonna have to get it. I hate to say it, but man, like I said, it takes patience to make money. It takes patience to buy guns in the game. It takes patience to level up, to get XP. Like, patience is like the core of this game. It truly is, and it always will be. But yeah, that's tip number 1, which is kind of a short tip, but it's kind of self-explanatory because everybody knows what patience is. But yeah, dude. Alright, let's roll to the next one. Alright, so tip number 2, man. Tip number 2, and I think this is a very important tip because a lot of people do struggle killing animals in this game. And dude, this game does rely on ammo. Ammo is such a big thing. I know some ammo is like crazy expensive. Like for 22,250, the polymer temp ammo is like 375, which you can just buy the 230 for the cheaper ones. But man, I hate to tell you this, but man, when you're buying ammo in this game, always, and when I mean always buy the polymer tip ammo. It doesn't matter if you're using for the 223, the 22,250. It don't matter if you're using the 30-30. Always use the polymer temp ammo or the one that it costs the most. Because if you look on the right side here, let's go for, let's do 300 canning, 300 canning polymer tip. Alright, so look. 300 Magnum polymer tip ammo, which if you buy, it's $950 for 10 rounds. But look at the penetration of it, though. Penetration is 42.0. And then if you buy the other one, the other penetration is only 21. See, expansion really doesn't matter. Don't really pay attention to the expansion because that's not really important in this game. In this game, you want the better penetration, definitely when it comes to ammo. So like I said, dude, always buy the more expensive ammo or always buy polymer tip because it's always going to either have a more penetration and you're going to kill your animals a lot faster as well. So please buy the polymer or the more expensive. So, but yeah, man, that's tip number 2. I'd say that's pretty important tip or trick, whatever you say. But yeah, man, let's go tip number 3. Alright, so tip number 3. Now we're on tip number 3. Alright, so tip number 3 is I'm going to show you how to shoot an animal in Hunter Call of the Wild. And I feel like whitetail is a pretty good animal to do it on. So, alright, man, when you're shooting animals in Hunter Call of the Wild, doesn't matter if it's a saltwater crocodile or if it's a whitetail or a moose. It's all pretty much the same, man. Alright, so you see this whitetail that's in front of me, right? You see how he's broadside? Well, he was broadside. I mean, if I have to, I'll use this doe for an example. It doesn't really matter. I normally don't shoot does from a herd or whatever, but alright, you know what? I'm gonna get closer. Like I said, though, so when shooting an animal in Hunter Call of the Wild, you always want to shoot behind their shoulder or in the middle of their chest. And I will put pictures on the screen to show you what I'm talking about. You see how this guy is kind of facing me? So I'm either going to put it in the middle of his chest, which is going to be right about here, or I'm going to go behind his shoulder, which on this female I'll show you, right here. So you always want to put them right there behind their shoulder, or like this guy in the middle of their chest. And the reasoning for that is because you're always going to hit vital. And hitting vital in this game is so important, because if you don't hit vital on an animal, you can botch the animal. I will say that you can botch the animal. And another reason why I tell you to hit vital as well, if you don't hit vital, then you're going to be tracking this dude all the way across the map, and you don't want to do that. And I'll give you a good prime example. I guess we'll shoot this guy right here. We'll put it right in his chest, like right in his chest, like right there. Yeah, you see how he just died instantly? Yeah, dude, trust me, man. Hitting vitals in this game is such a big thing, and shot placement. Shot placement is a very big thing as well. You know what? I'm gonna make two tips in one right here. I was gonna say this for tip number 8, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this too. Use the right ammo for the right use the right ammo. I can't talk. Use the right ammo for the right animal. And you know what? I'll even fast travel this tent and show you what I'm talking about. So every animal in this game has a certain class. Anything from class 1 to class 9. Right? And then if you look at the ammo, which if you go to like your store or your storage, whatever. Let's say you go to your ammo, right? You know, we'll go to the store since it's better. All right, we'll go down to what gun I was just using right then, because that was the M1 Grand that I just shot that dude with, and that shoots 30-06. Where is the 30-06 ammo? All right, right here, 30-06 ammo. All right. All right, so if you look right here, let me click on it. So if you look over here on the right side of the screen where it shows you the picture of the ammo and the name of it and all that. So you see those little you see these little black dots with animals in them? That's the class of animals. Which the boar represents class 4. I actually know, is it class? Yeah, so class 4, class 5 is the wolf. The elk is class 6. The bear is class 7 and the moose is class 8. So this means that the gun is rated from class 4 to class 8. So anything that is in this class of animal, you can use the 30-06 ammo for. So like I said, that's anything from a wild boar to a wolf to an elk to a bear to a moose. Now let's say you wanted to switch it up and use something. You want to use a bigger gun like the 300 Canning. Well, 300 Canning is only class for class 7, 8, and 9. So that would be a bear, a moose, and like a bison, a Cape buffalo, water buffalo, whatever. So like I said, definitely pay attention to that stuff when you are hunting in this game. So I'm gonna go ahead and do like a little short thing. So I guess we'll just do tip number 3: shot placement. Put it behind their shoulder, middle of their chest. Go for vitals so you don't have to track as far. And then tip number 4, use the correct ammo for the correct animal. Which if you look at the ammo before you buy it, it will tell you. So alright, man, yeah, that's tip number 3 and 4. Now we'll go to tip number 5. Alright, so for tip number 5. Dude, I honestly don't know why a lot of people don't understand this or don't know. It really confuses me. But for tip number 5, do not wear backpacks in Hunter Call of the Wild. The only time, in my opinion, is if you wear backpacks, only wear them when you're setting up for a grind or if you just want to carry extra guns. But on all honesty, man, you don't really need to carry that many guns in Hunter Call of the Wild. Like, I will be honest with you. Like, you can carry up to 3 guns and cover every class of animal in Hunter Call of the Wild. So, like I said, man, do not wear backpacks in Hunter Call of the Wild. They make you extremely loud. And, you know, it makes it hard for, makes it hard for you to hunt animals. Because, like I said, they can hear you from a further distance. Because a lot of people, you know, because I'm streaming, you know, a lot of the time. And I'll be doing a great one grind. And a lot of people are like, well, how you get so close to animals without them spooking? I mean, a lot of the reason is because of backpacks. Backpacks do make you louder in the game. And it makes sense because it's like that in real life too, you know? It's like that in real life. But anyways, here, I'll fast travel. I'll fast travel, and if you are wondering how to take a backpack on and off, I will show you. So go to your outpost or go to a tent, whatever you have, and you go to your character. You see where I have a character highlighted on the left side of your screen right here? You click that. Alright, here in the middle, you have like a whole bunch of selection of you can do your character. You know, you can change the sex of your character. You know, there's different options for your character, and then you have clothing, and then you have backpacks. So what you do is you just keep going until it says no backpack. Like I said, if you want to wear a backpack, that's totally up to you. I really wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to be quieter in the game and not really spook out as much animals, don't wear the backpacks, bro. Trust me, it will save you a lot of time. All right, bro, let's go to tip number 6. So tip number 6. So tip number 6 is we're going to be talking about on the right side of the screen. And I want y'all to pay attention on the right side of the screen. You know how you have a compass on the bottom right of your screen where it says north, east, south, west down there? I'll try to make an arrow or something that points down there just to let you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's going to be on the bottom right of your screen. So you see where that little green like arrow thing that's the opposite of me, that's, you know, in between east and south down there? So that's the direction of the wind. So that's also a big indicator too in this game that can make animals be spooked easily. So when you're hunting animals, man, you want to make sure that that little green arrow is not in the direction of you're hunting the animals, because the animals can't smell you in this game. They can't smell you, and I can try to give you an example, I guess. See, I normally have all my stuff set up because I do great one grinds all the time, and I always have my stuff set up the opposite of me hunting the animal. So you see how the wind's changed for me now, because you see how I'm going this way to this like little pond, and now the wind's over here to the right. Like I said, it's in between east and south. Like I said, very bottom right of the screen where it gives you your compass. So yeah, man, like I said, dude, when you are hunting animals in Hunter Call of the Wild, make sure you pay attention to which way that wind is blowing. Because like I said, if you don't, they will smell you. And trust me, that's a big thing, because you don't want them to smell you. Okay, they smell you, it's game over, bro. They're going to start fleeing, then you got to go rehunt them, and it's a pain. You don't want to do all that, so. But yeah, man, that is tip number, what is that, 6? I think that's tip number 6. Tip number 7. So tip number 7 is going to be about lures/calls. And what I mean by lures and calls is going to be this thing, the buck snort wheeze, which is it's not really the best for whitetail, but it works really well. And I'll give you a prime example of what this lure/call does. So if you ever get to a situation where you have issues of calling in whitetail and you know you can't really get a good shot on them, which I don't really care about those guys, but well, I'm gonna give you a good example on how to get a better shot, which that's normally a pretty good shot for a whitetail, but just for testing purposes, or just to give you a show here. So that's right. So I got the buck snort wheeze calling on me right now. And if you do pay attention, if you look on the right side right there, where that little black screen that popped up when I'm like hovering over the buck snort wheeze, it does tell you the range of the caller. and it does tell you the duration, and it does tell you the attraction and strength as well. So if you pay attention to those little details, we'll tell you what color is best for what or whatnot. But we got some whitetail up here. They're definitely closer than 218 yards. But we'll go ahead and start giving some action. And we'll get them to move a little bit. Like I said, dude, if you ever do get in a pinch and you do have bad angle on animals, and you do want them to get to move to get a better angle, or just to make them come closer, calls are a good way of doing that. You see how I'm getting a move up there? They're starting to move a little bit now. Like I said, I will tell you this. Sometimes it does take a minute for the animals to move when you are using a collar, so be a little patient with it. But you hit it a few times, trust me, bro, they'll come flying in. Because look at them, see? We've already got that dude to move. We got all these little guys to move. So yeah, man, definitely the collars are definitely worth it in the game. If you don't have any collars, I would highly recommend getting them. Because they work, bro. They work. Alright, bro. Let's go to tip number 8. Alright, brother. Tip number 8. We're going to be talking about tripods. Now, this isn't really a must-have. But, man, they do help when just hunting animals. Not even just tripods. It can be any stand in the game. Ground blind, tree stands, tripods, duck blind. Whatever, man. Stands do help in this game a lot. They do help with hunting pressure, which is the purple little dots on your map, which I'll go ahead and give you an example. You see how this purple right here? If you do use stands and tripods, they do help reduce that a little bit. Which if you have too much purple in a certain zone, it can make them move or will make them more skittish. But you kind of have to lot of purple in that area in order to do that. But like I said, stands and tripods do help out a lot with that. Like I said, this isn't a must-have. Tripods aren't a must because they are DLCs, and you do got to pay for the tripods and the stands and ground blinds and all that. But if you are a person that can't afford it, I would definitely highly recommend getting a tripod because they do help. They help with hunting pressure, and you get a little bit of elevation too. Like for instance, you see how perfect this is right here? Man, got a lot of big dudes here. Check them out. Think I can kill 3? We killed 2. Oh, I almost got that 3rd guy. But yeah, man, tripods do help out a lot. Tree stands, ground blinds, whatever it is. So I would say that is a good tip for number 8, is to get you some good get you some tripods, man, or something. Like I said, if you can afford it. So alright, so tip number 9, we are going to be talking about the ATVs. Now let me go ahead and let me tell you this, because a lot of people don't understand about this, because a lot of people are like, oh, just get an ATV and drive around and you can shoot all kinds of animals. Brother, don't do that. Don't get me wrong. An ATV in this game is probably the best. Hello. It's probably the best way to get around on this game, especially if you're going around, getting your outpost or your outpost or your lookout towers. These things on your map. Those are the best way of transportation on getting those things. But if you're hunting animals, dude, let me tell you, do not drive these things around when you are trying to hunt animals, because they do scare anything anywhere between 400 to 500 yards away. Like, they are extremely loud. I mean, like I said, they do work, and you can drive, around to get outposts and whatnot, and crash into trees too if you wanted to. But like I said, man, if you are not getting outposts or picking up an animal you already shot, or collecting anything like that in that area, I would not recommend driving these things, man, because they are extremely loud. I mean, they are nice to have, don't get me wrong, and it is a good thing to have. So yeah, man, that pretty much sums it up for tip number 9, dude. And they are fun to drive as well too, especially if you just want to goof off or whatnot. But yeah, man, that's tip number 9, baby. Alright, the last tip that I'm going to give you, and a lot of people sleep on this. It's not a must-have. It's not really a thing you need in the game. But man, it does work a lot, especially when it comes to the whole smelling thing. Because you know how earlier I said that windage, you know, which way the wind's blowing and which way they can smell you does affect you a little bit. So if you do get Scent Eliminator in the game, you can get a lot closer to the animals without spooking them. Because, you know, it does mask your scent. And, you know, like I said, it definitely helps you get closer to animals. Like I said, dude, I would highly recommend getting Scent Eliminator. I use it all the time. Now, like I said, it's not a must. You don't have to have Scent Eliminator. But I would recommend it, though, dude. Honestly, it helps out a lot, man. It truly does. I would definitely get some Scent Eliminator. For sure, dude. For sure. But yeah, man, that pretty much sums it up for all the tips, dude. Tips 1 through 10, man. But yeah, dude, like I said, like that's it. I don't think I really have anything else I can give you. 10 best tips in Hunter Call of the Wild, brother. Hey, if this video helped you out, hey, make sure to like the video. And if you ain't already subscribed to the channel, hey, make sure to hit that subscriber button, brother. I'd really appreciate it. We're almost at the 2K subscribers. Like I said, I really do appreciate all the people that do watch and support me. Y'all are amazing. And we'll send y'all off with a bang, bro. Watch this. Watch this, bro. Y'all ready? Watch this. Best Hunter Call of the Wild content right here, dude. I'm going to shoot this guy iron sight and I'm going to drop him. Watch. Watch this, dude. Hold up. Billy, don't get in my way. Hold up, we gotta highlight him. All the freaking females in the way. Bruh. Don't you just love it when females get in the way? Stupid females, bro. I'm gonna do it. Watch, chat. Y'all about to see something glorious. Glorious. Alright, right here, dude. I'm about to go pro. I'm about to crouch here. Alright, 300-yard shot, iron sight, baby. With the M1 Grand that shoots 30-06. Let me highlight this heifer. Wait, did I just drop the female in front of him? Oh no. I straight missed. Anyways. Anyways, dude. Like I said, man. Appreciate you watching. Hope everybody has a good one. And I'll see you on the next one, brother. So, peace. I'm going to come in here real quick and just show you that I did drop that female, by the way. That was iron sight. I did. I want to confirm it. 224 yards. 224.86 yards iron sight, baby. Double longer, dude. I had to come here and confirm that real quick. All right, brother. Peace.